truth science.
As well as the standard fair use policy, this video is protected under the Treaty of Peace and Friendship 1787.
Moors are awake. We are taking our place on this planet.
Islam Moors.
My nationality is Moorish.
Amari Zion McCrary Bay. Good morning.
Islam, Your Honor. Grand rising to you as well.
Good morning. You are Amari Zion McCrary Bay?
Sir.
Good morning. Go ahead and have a seat. This is case 4A0892587. Mr. McCrary Bay was issued an infraction for operating a motor vehicle in excess of the posted speed limit, 11 to 15 miles per hour over the posted speed limit.
Now, I already know this man's argument is going to be that he was traveling and not driving. Let's see if I'm right.
On December 11th, 2024, and let me take a look here. It does appear that Mr. McCrary Bay has a perfect driving record. And so it does appear that you are eligible for a deferral, if that is something that you are interested in. You have responded to the issuance of the infraction by requesting a contested hearing. Is that how you would like to proceed this morning?
Yes, sir.
So the court's going to begin by reviewing the officer's report. After I've done that, I'll go ahead and swear you in, and you'll have an opportunity to provide any testimony you would like.
I also submitted some filings as well. I was just wondering if the court had time to review that as well.
Yes, I did review the filing that was filed with the court last week.
All right. And were there any objections to the filings?
There's no objection to the filings. I have reviewed the filing, so I'll let you make whatever argument you would like to make based upon what you've filed. I'll also let you offer any factual testimony you'd like the court to consider, okay?
Sure.
So let me go ahead and review the officer's report first. And the court has reviewed the report of Officer Jeremy Vall of the Lakewood Police Department, signed under penalty of perjury on December 11th, 2024, providing his factual basis for the issuance of this infraction. And Mr. McCrary Bay, I'm going to go ahead and ask you to raise your right hand.
I'm new to this legal, and I'm not Catholic or Baptist. I'm a Moroccan national.
So we have a Moroccan national who's never even been to Morocco. How does that work? These people are freaking idiots.
Mr. McCrary Bay, I'm going to go ahead and ask you to raise your right hand.
I'm new to this legal, and I'm not Catholic or Baptist. I'm a Moroccan national. So
Yes, sir.
If it's all right, could I put my hand over my heart and say?
Yeah, that's fine. I just need you to affirm that whatever you tell the court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
What testimony would you like to offer the court regarding the issuance of the infraction in this case?
First of all, on that morning, I was not driving. Driving implies that I was doing business or commerce. At the time, I was traveling because I was going from home to school, which is Clover Park Technical College. And when he had pulled me over, it was over there by Clover Park, but there's a street where I had taken a left, and that's where he had pulled me over at. And he said I was in the school zone going 10 or 15 over, but I had already where I had turned is already past the school zone, and the speed limit for that was 35, and that's when I had went 35.
Hey, doofus. Driving is literally how you were traveling. But carry on.
Which was after the speed limit sign.
Okay. And Mr. McCrary Bay, is there any additional testimony you'd like to offer at this time?
Not at this time. What actually, the stop was pretextual as well, because in the thing, in what he had told me, he was like, you don't have a valid driver's license, but he only ticketed me for the traveling infraction. And if I believe that's a pretextual stop, because one, I wasn't cited for no like driver's license, which you don't need a driver's license to do travel. You only need the license to do commerce. And the pretextual stop is because he gave me a citation for the traveling part, but he didn't give me a citation for the ID.
All right, Mr. McCurry Bay, thank you. And I do want to note for the record that I have reviewed, actually over the weekend, I reviewed the declaration of Mr. McCurry Bay that was filed with the court on May 1st, 2025. So the court is going to make a finding that the infraction was committed. The court has reviewed the report of the officer. It does appear that the officer was utilizing a speed measuring device that was properly certified and calibrated at the time that it captured the speed of the vehicle being driven by Mr. McCurry Bay, or as Mr. McCurry Bay indicates, that it
wasn't driving, I was traveling at the time, and I wasn't operating a vehicle, I was operating my personal property.
Correct. And so Mr. McCurry Bay has used the verbiage traveling and operating his personal property. The officer is using the verbiage driving and motor vehicle. I understand that Mr. McCurry Bay uses different terminology to describe that phenomenon. I respect that. But it does appear that the speed measuring device that was being utilized by the officer was in good working order at the time of the issuance of this infraction and did record that personal property, or what the officer refers to as the vehicle, traveling at a speed that exceeded the posted speed limit in a school zone. And so the officer issued the infraction based on that observation, as well as the officer's personal estimation of the speed at 35 miles per hour in a 20 mile per hour zone. So the court will enter that finding of committed at this time. The court does note Mr. McCurry Bay pointing out that the officer did not issue an infraction for failure to have a driver's license.
I did present him my passport though too.
I do see that the enhanced traveler ID was presented. In response to that, the court does note that officers do have discretion to issue or not issue an infraction, even if there is a factual or legal basis for the issuance of the infraction. And it does appear that Officer Volley did decline to issue that infraction for failure to have a driver's license. However, that does not negate the issuance of the school zone speeding infraction, and the court will find that infraction is committed at this time.
The thing is though, I'm a Moroccan diplomat, which implies that I don't fall under that jurisdiction.
And under that standing for diplomacy or for diplomatic immunity, if you are seeking exemption from this court's order, that would need to be taken up diplomatically with the United States Department of State.
Now, what I find ridiculous is that we have these grown people playing these fantasy games and they expect the rest of the world to go along with it. He was sworn to tell the truth, and he clearly just told a lie. There's no way this man can be a Moroccan diplomat if he's never even stepped foot in Morocco. All the judge has to do is to ask the man, how many times have you been to Morocco? And if he's truthful, which we probably know he won't be, he'll say, I've never been there. So it's literally impossible for this man to be a diplomat of Morocco. And also, the court can just call the Moroccan government and see if they know this jackass. And they'll obviously say, no, we have no idea who this fool is. Also, if he was truly a Moroccan diplomat, he still would have to follow the rules of the United States because he's in the country. I don't know where these people get the idea that they're immune to U.S. law if they're a diplomat. Tariq Bey has got these brothers' minds all screwed up.
Okay.
And the court has signed that order. And Mr. McCurry Bey, I'll ask you to come forward and we'll get you a copy of the court's order.
Quick question is, would there be a chance for a deferment if possible?
No, unfortunately, once someone requests a contested hearing and they proceed with a contested hearing, the court does not grant deferrals after a finding of committed has been entered.
All right.
Thank you very much, sir. You can go ahead and come forward and we'll get you a copy of that order.
I have a court case right here showing that my diplomacy and it shows it's a superior court case that establishes our U.S. DDT as well.
And sir, that is something that you can raise on appeal if you would like to bring that up on appeal. Also, again, if you're claiming a diplomatic exemption, that is something that you can also raise with the U.S. Department of State.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.